If I had to explain my style in a nutshell, it would be that of a monkey. I attack from all angles, top, bottom, left, right, diagonal.
You know, I see this more as like an entertaining show. Of course, I'm gonna try my best to win, and I always try to submit no matter what. I'm gonna go there to have a good fight, a good match with him. It will, you know, I would rather get tapped out, but do a really good match there with him, or then we actually draw and, you know, there's nothing going on in that match, you know. So I'm gonna go play with him, and, you know, I know that Jeff is thinks just like me, you know. He's a guy who goes straight forward to the finish, you know. So I think it will be a good fight.
And can you tell me a little bit about what happened there?
I have no idea what they're talking about. Look at my first UFC, 178. Look at my last fight, 180. I gained 2 pounds for accusing me of using drugs. Never gained a pound in my life. It's not like I went from 178 from the first UFC, 178, 180 to 200 pounds. It's ridiculous. And if you saw and you hang out with me and see what I eat, I could live on fruits. I eat fruits when I'm home for breakfast and for dinner, sometimes for lunch too. So
calm down, Roy. Hey, calm down, Royce. Okay, it's over now. Hey, speaking of juices and fruit drinks, I got a new Mountain Dew flavor, Mountain Dew Cherry Rush. So when you want to talk about getting fruity, get you some Mountain Dew. And speaking of people getting fruity, let's see a little message from our favorite fruity wrestler, Ruby Fly. Oh, chai tea. Thank you. I just got my favorite chai tea from my favorite local coffee shop for listeners. And when I think of the sound chop, chop that chai tea makes, I don't think of you, Cha-Cha Charlie. Because when I think of you, I think blah, blah, Charlie. Because if you ain't talking about fighting Ruby Flyer, you're talking nonsense. There, Caio Terra got him with a simple arm lock or arm bar. And when you go up against flashy, high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu players, I want you just to know, it's not the flashier guy that wins. It's not a matter who can be more flashy. It's your basics. One of the best, most winningest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, international Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu players is my little cousin, Roger Gracie. And what's Roger Gracie's #1 saying? Old school Gracie Jiu-Jitsu shuts down modern games every day. And that's just what I'm talking about. We're going to do some old school Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So very basic Gracie combatives basics. He throws this haymaker punch, which is, by the way, FBI statistics says is the most common street assault that a male-on-male confrontation is. So why not learn that first? He throws his common haymaker punch. Boom! I do my clinch drill. We can talk about different variations another day, another video. I clinch up. I grab his side. Yeah, he's going to start activating the choke or whatever. I need to distract him and take this fight to the ground. So immediately from there, I bring the connection back. He starts pulling forward. I grapevine, which brings him down. And I climb right up for my mount. So, that's one way I like to take a mount to 10. Now we're going to let one of my little cousins, Royce, show a basic way he teaches to take a mount or take someone down. Go ahead, Royce.
we start over here, through the jab, step in, go for his legs, double leg. He starts to walk back, he starts to defend. Same side of my head, bring my leg, grab his leg, take him down.
For me, boy, yeah. 17:30, yeah. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Sent your pretty ass soon as you came in the door.
Yeah, that was a good way that Roy showed. Now, we know two options, two very basic ways, Gracie ways, to take someone down. And this is where Caio Terra still won the fight, obviously. But if he spent more time in the basics of a mount, doing arm bars and arm attacks from the mount, maybe he wouldn't have had such a big struggle. And here's what I mean. Go ahead and lay down. So, I'm in the mount. I got on top. We've already talked about how we can get up here. I need to activate his arms so I can do my attacks. The way I'm going to activate it, I slap. So I start slapping. Yeah, he puts his arms up. So from right here, his arms are up. My body's up. Now I'm going to put all my body weight down while I push his hand down. My elbow comes between his wrist and his head. My hand comes under. And now I paint the fence. One more time. Activate with slaps. 2-on-1, push down. Separate with my elbow. Come under. Paint the fence. So yeah, that's a very basic way, making sure that you activate it with slaps. But what if we're playing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and we're not allowed to slap? I'm still going to activate it. Maybe I'm going to come up and bait him like I'm choking and stuff. Now, I want to use 2 hands to push down. What if he's strong and that's not holding him down? I'm going to have to do something my other little cousin, Gracie likes to use, and it's called invisible force. And what I mean is, I'm going to hold like this, and first I'm going to pull back. Because if I pull back, it's Jiu-Jitsu, it's a chest game. He's going to pull the other way, which is going to make it go down. So I have 2 options there. I activate with the slap. He puts his hands up, 2, push down. If my 2 go to push down and he's too strong, I'll pull back, which makes him go the opposite way. I push down, and I still go for my arm lock. So we already know we're going to activate with slaps to get them. What if, again, we're in somewhere where we can't slap someone? Maybe we're going to bait them with a choke. And speaking of choke, grab yourself a cherry Mountain Dew and make sure you don't choke on it. So here's what I mean. Maybe I'm not allowed to activate with slaps. Maybe I'm not allowed to slaps. So I'm going to cross my hands and I'm going to put the weight down like I'm choking him. Because if I lean down and I'm choking, he's going to push his hands up naturally. Oh, and as he pushes his hands up, I go for my arm bar. Push my hand up. One more time. 2. One more. We did it 2 times. Push my hand up. No. Speaking of slaps, I'm going to use a saying that one of my other Gracie cousins, Renzo Gracie, used to say. And what he used to say when he looked at someone that said they were a black belt, he would say, "Oh, okay, so you are a black belt." Slap him a few times, now he's a brown belt. Slap him a few more times, now he's a purple belt. Hit him one more time, and he's a blue belt. Hit him a couple more times, he rolls over, you kiss your back, you choke him out like a white belt. I might slap him, and instead of him blocking, he's one of them little pojas that just tries to turn away from it. So I slap him, he rolls. I let him roll, and I drop back down. Uh-oh, he rolled to his stomach, where he gives me his back. This has been another Gracie Breakdown starring me, Tony Horton. Gracie. So there you guys have it. There's another old school Gracie Jiu-Jitsu option, or several options you can do when you're fighting a flashy guy. And speaking of flashy stuff, I know you've been distracted watching this video because you're looking at my first to fight flashy gi. If you want to get a flashy gi or make a flashy gi, hit them up, sumosports.com, and use my special discount, 5 off, Hapkido, and you can have a flashy gi too. I'll be in the kitchen cooking pies for my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby. I just let the mother get fly with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby. I'll be in the kitchen cooking pies for my baby. I have a love.
just might snatch a Ferrari. And buy my boo a lamb, I just might snatch a binoculars, drop a couple on the ring. She ain't wantin' for nothing because I got her everything. It's bitch, you up in the bed, though. Remind me where I can go.
No. That's not what I'm saying, Kyle. No, Kyle, you're my boy. I love you. You know that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is perfection. Perfection. Make it better. Hey, speaking of perfection, I'm gonna bring you some cherry Mountain Dew. Hey, I'm gonna pop that cherry. All right, bon dia.